Hello, guys. Good morning. Happy coffee talk. It is, I don't even know what day. Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I am drinking Double Dead Ravens Brew coffee, which is so delicious. I got it from a local store, and it's kind of local to Washington, and it's delicious. And I'm drinking it in it's like a seashell mug. And so my seashell mug I got at Mountain Ridge Pottery here at the farmer's market. And I like it because it looks like the inside of a seashell. I grew up near the ocean, about 20 minutes from the ocean. So I always loved collecting seashells and looking at the inside of them. It always made me super happy. And so, anyways, yeah, that's my seashell mug. So, want to dive right into coffee talk topic for today. I'm calling it a nutrition budget, and I want to give you a little bit idea. What the heck am I talking about? Nutrition budget. It's how we spend our nutrition money, like our nutrition, but not money, but our actual food choices. So I want you to imagine that you have $100. I've given you 100 nutrition dollars, right? You can spend it all day long on eating anything. And we need to choose what we're going to eat, right? So you have to spend all of it. You have to spend your whole nutrition budget on food or drink, whatever. So you need to spend it on something. Well, you get to choose what to spend it on every single day. You get to choose exactly what you're going to spend your nutrition budget on. And now let's say your budget is set up for your goals, right? So you have $100 and that's how much you're going to spend, your nutrition bucks. You get to choose what you're going to spend it on. Now, there are a lot of different options. And I remember, so I specifically remember when I joined Weight Watchers after my second child. So my baby weight had become my body weight. It wasn't like 3 months postpartum. I'm talking 2 years postpartum. I was, still 40 pounds overweight. And I was like, okay, this is, I guess, new me. And so I'm going to go to Weight Watchers. That's what you do. I had learned that, from other people that I'm like, okay, well, if you're overweight, this is where you go. So I went to Weight Watchers, joined Weight Watchers, and I remember having a certain amount of points, kind of like what we're talking about, a nutrition budget. And I thought, okay, what am I going to spend my points on? So I don't know how many points I had, and I'm sure it's different now. So let's say I had 22 points, and I could spend those 22 points on whatever I want throughout the day. Well, I spent a lot of those points on Weight Watchers ice cream sandwiches. I spent a lot of those points on Weight Watchers cupcakes. I would go to the grocery store and I would buy Weight Watchers cupcakes. I would buy those ice cream sandwiches. I would buy like the skinny bread, and I would spend it on that. Now, will that work? Essentially, I had, again, a nutrition budget for my goal at the time, which was weight loss, and I spent it on nonsense. And because I spent it on nonsense, I wasn't making any progress for my long-term goals. It's just like if I gave you 100 actual real dollars and I was like, go spend it, and you spend it on nonsense and you're not buying things that you need, and nothing that you buy is going to stick around for a long time. It's all kind of crap. It breaks immediately. And then tomorrow you're like, okay, where's my more $100? But you're not actually accumulating anything positive. You're just kind of wasting that money. That's kind of what I was doing with my Weight Watchers points. I wasn't making my body stronger or healthier or whatever. I was giving it calories, I guess. But at the end of the day, my choices really weren't long-term setting me up for success, because also I definitely was hungry all the time, right? Because the choices that I was making were not very filling or satisfying or nutritious, but I spent my budget there. And so I want you to think about that every day we get to choose where we're going to spend our nutrition bucks. And I'm not saying join Weight Watchers. In fact, I'm saying don't join Weight Watchers. But I do think that this takeaway of if you are eating food, we can think about it being in a couple of different categories. I like to think about the majority of the food choices that I make being something that is actually positive long term. So if I'm eating eggs, so most mornings I eat the same thing. I eat eggs plus egg whites plus some vegetables and some sort of either piece of fruit or some potatoes or some oatmeal or something like that. That's pretty standard for me. That's my breakfast. For lunch, I almost always have some sort of beef or chicken or fish, and then I usually do rice and, again, more vegetables. And snacks are in the same category. I might have some hard-boiled eggs. I might have a piece of fruit. I might have some yogurt. I might have some. That's like the category of food that I would have for snacks. So those choices are not based off of having the most fun. They're based off of me having an intentional nutrition choice to take care of my body, to give me energy, to give me stable blood sugar, to help me rebuild my muscles, to, provide my body with nutrients that I need to move forward. Like, those choices are for that. And it's not to say that I never, ever do something frivolous or fun. So sometimes I make nutrition choices that are just for fun. They truly are. It's like if I want to go to, there's this cupcake shop. It's about 15-20 minutes from where I live. It's called Simply Sweet. They make the best gluten-free cupcakes ever. Now that I'm talking about it, I want one. But they make this Samoa cupcake, and it is my absolute favorite. It is like a chocolate cupcake, and it has, I don't even know what they did, but they put coconut on it and like a drizzle, and it tastes exactly like a Samoa Girl Scout cookie. It's incredible. But anyways, sometimes when I choose to have a cupcake, it's just for fun. I know that like the sugar is not great for me, and like this isn't calories that are going to help my, goals. It's just for fun. It's just like money. Sometimes you can spend your money on things that you need for your house. Sometimes you can spend your money on your car, on your food, on your things like that. And then sometimes you just spend money for fun. And there's nothing wrong with that when the majority of your money is being spent on things that actually matter for you and help you. So your fun money, it's fine. Go ahead. Same thing with nutrition. The majority of your money, your nutrition bucks, should be spent on things that are actually going to help you. If you think about your day, I want you to think about that 80 to 90% of your day should look pretty rock solid. You're not wasting your nutrition choices. You're choosing things that are actually good for your body. This is the way I talk to my kids about food. I don't tell them that it's off limits to have X, Y, or Z. I tell them, hey, if we're just going to have cereal, you're not going to feel very good in about 2 hours because you're going to run out of energy. Like, why don't we have some eggs with that? Because then you're going to be more stable and have better blood sugar. So I talk to them exactly like this about what kind of things are we choosing to put in our bodies that are actually going to help us with what we want, as opposed to feeling like, blah. And so your nutrition budget, you get to spend on whatever you want. And even though you might not even know how much it is, every single day you're eating. So basically you are spending it. It's the same thing with money. It doesn't matter if you call it a budget or not. You're spending your money somewhere. And so if you were to actually look at where you're spending your money, you could see how much of it is spent on stuff you really need, how much of it are you putting towards your future, how much of it is your funny money. And if you were to see that, it might be very enlightening. And I think for food, it's the same way. How much of it are you spending on things that you truly know that they'll help your body or will help you with your goals, whether that's weight loss or getting stronger or having more energy or being healthier, whatever it is? How much of it is funny money? How much of it are you spending on the nonsense? And if you're being too casual with it, then I want to challenge you that even if you're not intentionally saying, hey, I'm having a treat right now, I'm going to spend it on this, but you're just eating like your leftover kid food, you're just grabbing whatever BS is in the, you found in the pantry, and you're still spending your money on nonsense. It's just you're not even enjoying it. It'd be like if, again, like you were talking about actual dollars, you were just wasting dollars. You're not even like having the fun of spending money on something that you're actually going to enjoy. Instead, you're just kind of throwing money away all day on crap. That's what you're doing when you're eating leftover, Cheez-Its off your kid's plate, or you're eating like a corner of their grilled cheese sandwich, or you're eating like a piece of pizza that your kid left on the plate for 3 hours ago, and you're eating that. It's basically you're throwing your money away. You're not even enjoying it. You're just eating it because it's there. That is the middle zone of like, not doing it, right? And so I wanted to bring this up because I don't think I've ever talked about food this way. But it's true. And again, it's just like money. You don't have to have an actual budget. You're still spending it. And so it's just like that, but for food. It doesn't matter if somebody has told you like how many calories or macros or something you should eat. You're still spending your budget every day. What are you spending it on? Are you spending it on stuff that's going to give you energy, fill you up, make you feel good, fuel your body, recover your body, nourish your body, or are you spending it on crap? And again, if you're spending it on crap, you're not even getting the enjoyment of spending on something fun. Save, have those fun moments. Get the cupcake, once in a while, but spend 95% of your nutrition budget on quality stuff. And then when you go to splurge, it doesn't feel like a splurge because you already know you're back on track. You know why it feels bad when you have the cupcake right now? Because you're not eating well the rest of the day. So of course it's going to feel bad because it's just one more thing. One more sugar choice, one more whatever. If you already had 17 mini Snickers, well then guess what? A cupcake from the place down the shop doesn't matter. It's just a kind of better sugar treat, but you already had a bunch of sugar, so it's not even a treat. And so what I'm saying is when you start to shift how you're spending your nutrition bucks, it starts to help you feel empowered around making really yummy, fun choices sometimes. You're never going to feel bad the next time you're out at a restaurant and you order a sweet treat. You're not going to feel bad because you're going to be like, oh, of course I would. I eat well all the rest of the time. Why would I care if I have a treat right now? Because of that confidence. It's like if somebody, again, is spending all their money in good places and saving it and doing the things, and they want to spend money on something, and somebody would be like, I can't believe you're going to spend money on that. And be like, why wouldn't I? I'm doing X, Y, and Z, like with my money, and I have this money to spend on fun stuff, so I'm gonna. And then everybody's jealous because it's like, well, how do you get that to spend on the, the fun stuff so freely without guilt? Well, you do it by spending your other money in good places. That's what you do. Same exact thing with nutrition. It's identical. And so I don't know if this concept is helpful for you. I just want to give you, I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to think about, okay, how am I spending my nutrition bucks today? Am I making good choices that actually help my body? Just ask yourself that question. Do you feel guilty when you have a treat? That might be a red flag that you're not spending your other nutrition money on solid things. And if you're eating nonsense off your kid's plate, go ahead and tell yourself that that's done. That's not your food. It's not helping you in any way. It's probably contributing to weight gain. And so, you know what? If your dog ate the scraps off of your kid's plate every day and then you took it to the vet in 3 months, your dog's going to be overweight. Because it's not good food for the dog, and the dog is just going to keep eating the scraps, and it's more calories than it needs. That's what you're doing. And again, I've been there, so I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you that that's what that is. And it's okay, but you can do better. So thanks for plugging into Coffee Talk. I hope this was helpful just to give you a little perspective shift on how to think about food and how to think about your choices. Let me know if this one sticks for you, if this was a helpful concept or idea, and I can build more off of this because I think, to me, it's helpful. I want to invite you, if you haven't done so, to subscribe to Fit Me Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group yet, then come on over to Fit Me Community. Request to join the group. I will add you there. I would love for you to be a part of it. We're just wrapping up Nutrition Boot Camp, but we have something fun happening every single month in there. Next week, I'm going to be doing a metabolism masterclass, so be on the lookout for the signups for that. And I look forward to talking to you guys later. Take care. Bye.